Hi there, it's Jill again, and I'm back with my chateau, my French chateau I'm building. And I thought while I was waiting for the foam board to arrive for the walls that I would make myself a dumb waiter that went from the kitchen up to the dining room. Now the plan is that you have a chamber and you have a cart that goes up and down, and you have a pulley that's a weight, which is a counterweight for the cart, and you have it attached to a reel, and so the operator turns the wheel when it wants it to come down, and while it's down they load it up, they let it go, and the weight takes it back up to the dining room. That's the theory. Now the tricky thing for me is to get this weight, the right weight, to actually counterweight what's in here, and that is something that I'll deal with a bit later on. So now I'll just show you where I'm up to. So I've built the chamber, quite a long one because it's going 2 stories. This is the little cart that'll go up and down. This is the pulley system, which I'll take out and show you because I'm quite proud of this. And it has a small pulley which takes the cord down to the weight, and the larger one takes the cord down to the cart. And it will be glued into the top. And so what I've done, I've made it out of 2 cotton reels and a whole lot of nuts and bolts and a couple of eyelets that's holding it all firm. So it's all quite firm there because I don't want it falling apart once I've all done everything. So that is going to go into here. The cord will take this weight, which is an old bolt with a funny top on it that I found in Dad's box of bits, and that will come down this chamber when that's going up. When that goes up, the weight comes down. And so then down at the bottom, this is a bit of a Heath Robinson job because I wasn't sure how it was going to go, and it's made from bits and pieces. So what I've done is I've got another reel, so this is where the cord comes through, wraps around the wheel, and the operator's got a little handle, and they wind the handle to wind the cart down. They load it, and then they let it go, and the weight, they give it a little push I suppose, and the weight will take it up to the next floor. And so now the only thing I've got to think about is when I've got it operating, I have to have a couple of brakes on it. So this will actually go in here, hold this in place. Just get it wiggle, squiggle. So it's a little bit proud, and the handle will go into it there, and the operator will be able to turn the reel. And I've measured this up with my little lady from a previous build to see what all the heights are like for staff to put things into the cart, which comes down there. Okay. So we'll see how it works, and I'm going to leave it now, and I'm going to come back and show you what it's like when it's actually working. Hi, so I'm back again. I probably look a little bit more frazzled than I was before because I spent the whole afternoon going through my stash looking for bits and pieces to make this dumbwaiter mechanism, and finally I've got to a point where I'm happy with it. I've got chains instead of my string because the chains move much more smoothly. The only thing is it's doing the opposite to what I want it to do. What I want it to do is when I put bowls in here full of food to go up to the dining room, this has to be heavy enough for it to go up. And so what I have to find is some weights that I can put onto the end of this or onto this chain that is going to be sufficient, and that's 34 grams, so they've got to be more than that. Must be about 3 times as much to make it work. But as it is at the moment, at least I know that it's the technology is there, if you like, and that it's going to work for me. So I'll spend the next couple of days looking for weights, fishing weights probably, that have got the right size, because they've got to fit into this channel. And this is the little windy thing, so it'll have to be working when the weights are heavier, because it will wind the cart down like that. So that has to happen. So I hope that everybody understood that and found that interesting. I certainly have had a totally interesting day, more than I thought. And I shall be back with a bit more easier stuff next time. And this will be all faced and it'll look really nice. So it won't look like it's looking at the moment. So I shall see you then.